artist here. Right now he's actually standing up there next to your exit doors. He's showing you if you need to leave early for any reason, bathroom emergency, churro emergency, weekend stuff comes up, just give a big push to any of those 3 doors that you just entered in through, and it'll take you back out to our courtyard. Now, Thomas is going to be hanging out with us during this class, and so if you bring a pencil, eyeballs are ready to see in front of you, anything like that, just raise your hand up nice and high so one of us can see you. We got you. We'll help you out with whatever you need. And speaking of those pencils, they're probably a little bit different than you might be used to. What are they missing there on the end?
Erasers.
Erasers. Yeah, no erasers on any of these pencils. That is because we are going to be drawing a style called rough sketching. Rough sketching is all about starting our lines really light, loose, and even a little bit messy is totally okay. Just like it says in the name, rough sketching. It's not meant to be perfect. So we're going to start with those lines loose, light, and eventually go back in, only darken up the stuff that we really like, so that in the end, those are the things that'll stand out. So with all that in mind, are you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's do it. We are going to start our portraits of Mike Wazowski with what shape do you think?
Circle.
A circle, absolutely. Now Mike Wazowski, he is a lot of circles. He's a very round monster, right? So a good trick for circles, since we're going to be drawing a few of them, is if you lock your wrist, use the natural rotation of your whole entire shoulder. Yeah, you can even practice some air circles, warm up your shoulder a little bit. It's going to give you those nice round movements. Whereas if you were just used to use your wrist, that's more like writing. You're going to get more scratchy lines. You won't really get a nice smooth shape. So you can use that motion as you start to sketch in Mike Wazowski's head, question mark, head slash body. They're kind of one and the same, right? They are the same thing. His head is his body. So we're going to stick with a big circle. You can go maybe the size of a softball, a grapefruit, maybe even larger if you want to fill up your entire piece of paper with your portrait of Mike Wazowski. It's really up to you. Just leave a little bit of room on top of your circle, wherever or however big you end up making it. Now you can see I'm using that motion of the shoulder though, and I'm still using a bunch of really messy and sketchy circles to kind of build up this shape, get it a little bit closer to a nice round circle. It does not have to be perfect by any means. We do want to add in some guidelines for our portrait of Mike Wazowski, starting by cutting our circle right through the middle from top to bottom here. These guidelines are going to be really helpful as we place in all those features on his head slash body. And we want to add in another guideline. This one, however, isn't going to be right through the middle of our circle. Instead, I would say find the middle and move a little bit below the center of your circle. Just a tiny bit below the center is where you want this horizontal guideline to land. So we definitely have more space above this line than we do below. That's because Mike Wazowski has an absolutely gigantic eyeball that we're going to be placing up there on the top half of his head. And speaking of that eyeball, you know what? Let's go ahead and place that in right now. Like I said, this thing is huge, so big that it is going to take up the entire space on this top section of our circle. So all the way from that horizontal guideline that we just added in, all the way up to the top of our circle, is how much space we want this eye to take up. And again, I'm using that same motion, using the whole shoulder with the whole arm there to get those nice round circles. Now, maybe you got dragged in here and you were like, I'm not really feeling drawing Mike Wazowski today. You can stop right now. You can say, I drew a portrait of the Death Star today in drawing class. And there you go. You have your very own Death Star. But if you want to make it look a little bit more like Mike Wazowski, you're here for the ride, we want to add in an eyebrow for Mike Wazowski. Now, obviously, he doesn't have an eyebrow like you and me do, right? That might be a little bit scary for a little green monster. But Mike Wazowski has more of a ridge. He has a little bump on top of his head that kind of acts like an eyebrow. And he is, contrary to popular belief, he is not a perfect circle, which is pretty crazy. He does have this little bump, this little ridge right on the top of his head. So I'm going to add that in by starting on the left side of my circle and pulling up, or the left side of his eye here, pulling up this rainbow above the top of this circle. I'm leaving that original shape just a little bit, and then coming right back down to the inside of that circle next to his eye on the far right side. And this eyebrow can actually be the very first feature of our portrait, but we'll go ahead and lock into place. Now, if you've never drawn with us here before, when we say locking it in, really that's just a fancy way of saying we're going back into our drawing, picking our favorite lines and making them nice and dark. our favorite lines to stand out and be really bold above all of the messy and sketchy lines that we started with. Although this is actually the only place in the entire Disney resort where you are encouraged to be a little bit sketchy. It's true. Thank you for your pity laughter. It's really nice of you. It really does keep me going. That and the paycheck. Anyway, we're starting to darken in some of our lines here. We're going to talk a little bit more about this character, about this movie. Now, I feel like this character, as we said at the beginning, he's a very funny character. He's a very silly character. And I think a lot of that definitely can be attributed to his amazing voice actor. Do you guys remember who plays Mike Wazowski? Billy Crystal. Yes, the wonderful Billy Crystal does indeed voice this character. And you may be surprised to know that this was not the first character that Pixar had approached Billy Crystal to play. Can you believe that? When Pixar was working on their very first ever movie, Toy Story, they had actually called up Billy Crystal and they said, hey Billy, we have this character called Lunar Larry that we think you would be a pretty good fit for. He's a pretty silly astronaut character. Would you be interested in voicing this character? Now you have to keep in mind, at this point in time, Pixar was a brand new studio, right? Toy Story was their very first project. And Billy Crystal was not entirely convinced that this was going to be the best move for his career at the time, so he actually ended up turning them down. Now that character that he turned down was, of course, Buzz Lightyear, what would become Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story. And that movie came out and it was a hit, it was a huge success, and Billy Crystal went on to say that that was one of the biggest regrets he ever made in his entire career. So, of course, the next time that Pixar came knocking on his door, he was not going to make the same mistake twice. He jumped on the opportunity. He said, yes, whatever you want me to do, even if I'm playing a rock, I will do it. Anything for Pixar. He was not going to make that same mistake twice. So he jumped on board for this project, and luckily he did it because he got to work with a pretty good friend of his in real life. The voice actor who is responsible for Mr. James P. Sullivan, or Sully. Do you guys remember who played Sully?
John Goodman.
John Goodman, absolutely. Now, like I mentioned, though, John Goodman and Billy Crystal, they're pretty good pals in real life, so that translated quite well to their on-screen friendship as Mike and Sully. And they would actually record their lines together in the same sound booth, which is pretty unheard of for voice acting in the animation world. Normally, voice actors will record their lines completely separately, and then it all just gets edited together in post-production. But John Goodman and Billy Crystal, like I said, they just had this really great friendship that led to a lot of really comedic lines. They would kind of improv and come up with random things as they were recording their lines. And my favorite example of this in the entire movie is actually the little jingle that they do to cause a distraction, where they're like, put that thing back where it came from, so help me, right? That was not in the original script, which is crazy to me, because that is like one of the most iconic parts of that movie. And that was something that they just made up on the fly as they were recording the lines. They just went with it, and everybody loved it. The directors and producers thought it was so funny, they kept it in the movie. And that happened with a lot of different parts of this film. And who knows if that would have ever happened if they hadn't recorded their lines together. It probably would have, right? Now, for our portrait of Mike Wazowski, as we've got all of these things locked in here now, Mike is looking like he has seen some things in Monstropolis, right? He's looking a little spooked. So I'm going to wake him up and bring him to life here. You can have a lot of fun with this because you can add any shape that you want for Mike Wazowski's eye. Maybe you want to draw a little heart in there, like maybe he sees his shoo-poo Celia, right? Draw a little heart in there. You can draw a little star, maybe you want to draw a screen canister, a booth door. The possibilities are literally endless. You could even draw a little mini Mike Wazowski in there too. Yeah, absolutely. You could draw a little hidden Mickey. It's up to you. You can have a lot of fun with this part of your drawing. No matter what shape you add in there, it's still going to be recognizable as Mike Wazowski, so have a ton of fun with this. Just make sure whatever shape or design you do decide to go for, make sure that you lock in his pupil and also that you shade it in nice and dark as well. We always want that eye, that pupil, to be the darkest part of our drawing. And for this one, especially with Mike Wazowski, since he only has that one eye, we want that to be the one darkest part of our drawing. Now, I'm even going to add in a little highlight to his eye. Just a little circle right there on the top inner edge of his pupil. But I get it, if you are like mentally, physically not prepared to draw another circle. It's just too much. You're sick and tired of circles this morning. I get it. It's okay. Draw any shape that you want in there. This is your drawing. This is your world. I'm just living in it, so have a lot of fun with your sketches. Now, once we have this eye in place for Mike, though, I would say we want to get the other most important feature on his face here, and that's going to be his smile. And Mike, as we said, he is a very funny character, right? He is definitely not a super scary monster. That is not his forte. That is definitely more of Sully's thing. But he's a very funny monster, and we find that that ends up being really helpful for Monstropolis, right? They end up running even better on laugh power than they do on screen power. So let's give Mike Wazowski this big smile so that he can tell all those great jokes of his. I'm going to start by stretching a letter U shape pretty close underneath his eyeball right there. Right now he kind of looks like he's giving us that like awkward polite smile, like when you pass somebody and you're on a walk and you're like, right? So you can leave him like that if you wanted to, maybe he's giving a little polite smile, a little polite wave. But I like to open up his mouth nice and big, since like we said, he is known for being a very comedic monster. He's always cracking a joke. So I like to have his mouth open, like maybe he is laughing or maybe he's telling one of those jokes. I'm going to bring down another letter U shape right below that first one. And because we are seeing him open his smile nice and big like this, we're also going to be able to see his teeth on the inside of his mouth. His teeth are pretty simple. They're just these little zigzag lines right on the inside of his mouth. I'm going to start with the top row and kind of work my way across. There is really no right or wrong way to do this. You can add in however many or however few teeth you feel fit in your portrait of Mike Wazowski. And once you have that top row in place, go back in and do the same thing on the bottom, just kind of matching up those zigzags so that it looks like if you were to close his mouth, they would kind of fit perfectly together. If you're even feeling really fancy with the spices, you could also go back in and shade in the space in between Mike Wazowski's teeth, which is what I think I'm going to do here as well on this sketch. Now, Mike Wazowski, along with really a lot of the characters, just in animated movies in general, not just this one, animated characters go through a ton of different changes and variations in their designs before we end up with the final version of what we see in the film. Now, for Mike Wazowski here, the way that he started out in the original concept art was quite different from how we see him today. Pretty much, he was round, and that's kind of where the similarities end. In the original concept art, he was going to be purple, he was going to be covered in hair like Sully, they were both going to be really fluffy, and he also wasn't going to have any arms. He wasn't going to have any arms or hands. He was going to be a little round monster with some legs running all around Monstropolis. But usually in animation, when animators are trying to do test animations for characters, oftentimes they will record a video of themselves trying to do the actions that they are trying to animate a character doing. So for Mike Wazowski, when they were doing the animation test for him, when he's working in the office, he's doing things like drinking coffee, filing paperwork, but it's pretty difficult to file paperwork and drink coffee with just your feet. And the animators learned that very quickly as they themselves were trying to do it. So they decided to scrap that idea and make Mike Wazowski have some arms so that he would be able to more easily carry Boo through the city and run at the same time, right, and do all those things that he needed to do to kind of progress this plot a little bit further. But there is definitely images of that original Mike Wazowski concept art that you can see, and he did look pretty cute as a little purple fuzzball, so definitely check it out if you've never had a chance to see it. I'm pretty sure you can just Google it and find it online. Now the last feature we need for our portraits of Mike is actually going to be his little horns. He has two little teeny tiny horns on top of his head. They rest right on either side of that eyebrow. So right where that eyebrow ridge is meeting the side of my circle, I'm going to pull up two little diagonal lines towards the top corners of my paper. And keeping them nice and rounded so it doesn't make him look too scary, because again, he is not known for being a scary monster. I'm going to make sure that these horns are really nice and rounded. They kind of look like little baby shark fin shapes on either side of his eyebrows, or maybe some little candy corns. Very soft, very non-good. Alright, anything else that you want to add on to your portraits of Mike from here is going to be extra credit. You could give him his Monsters Inc. hat. You could give him his Monsters University hat. You could draw his little retainer in there like he is years of college at Monsters University, right? You draw any version of Mike that you want. The very last mark, though, that any artist absolutely needs, once you're all done with your drawing, is going to be your signature. So make sure you find somewhere to sign your drawings, nice and proud, because you've all just completed your various sketches of Mike Wazowski. Now, in the end, I want to know, everybody, did we have fun?
Yeah.
Awesome! All right, that's the best part about rough sketching after all. And before we go, I'd love to see how all of these portraits came out. So on the count of 3, everybody flip those drawing boards around and show them up nice and proud, all right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, Mike Wazowski! Let's see him. Looking super cute all the way over here on this side. So nice in our sketchbooks. Really great job with the big smiles. I love that you added his arms and legs in there too with the extra credit. Nice job really filling up the space on this page. I love the little extra credit Mike down there. Super cute. Nice job with the bold line work in the back as well and the shading. Very nice and even. I like that he's like looking off to the side of the paper. Really cute. Everybody give yourselves a big round of applause. These are all monstrously good, I have to say. Those drawings are for you to keep and take home with you. Don't forget to grab them off your boards. Thank you for joining us here today, everyone. Hope you had fun and class is dismissed.
Let's have a big round of applause for the amazing artist known as Sam. Thank you all for joining us here at the Animation Academy. The doors on your left, the same 3 doors that you entered through, are now open for you to exit through. These exits only through those 3 doors. When you stand up to us a favor and put the drawing board back up against the back of the seat, please return the pencil to the screen, just the way you found it when you came in. Thank you very much. Gather up all personal
Alright, I'm just seeing chat now. Sam did a good job on Mike too. Oh, heck
Take your
yeah.
drawings with you and keep them if you like. If you don't want to keep your drawings, we like to recycle. Do us a favor, fold it in half in that case and drop it into our recycling basket, which is right at the bottom of the ramp as you exit. While you're in the building, go talk to Crush the Turtle over at Turtle Talk. He'd love to talk to you. Or stop by the Caribbean Close Up and meet
how's it
Queen
going?
Elsa herself, or head across the street and check out Mickey's PhilharMagic in awesome 3D. Right now we need everybody standing up and moving out. We've got to go through the whole room and tidy up and get ready for the next class. So, thank you all for joining us.
Well, we just got done at Animation Academy, dudes. I appreciate you for sticking around. You so totally rock, dudes. Somebody good must be next, because there's a lot of people in line. A lot of people. Word up, brother. I'm doing good, bro. What's new with you, bro? Right now, I'm chilling. I was at the parks yesterday, back at the parks today, enjoying my time here. I went on, Jeremy can tell you guys, if you go back to my, really brief stream before this, I went on Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a blast. Makes your heart drop through your stomach. A lot of fun. What time is it? Maybe we could go see Crush Man. It is, what time? I think we still have 10 minutes till Crush. You so totally rock, dude, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you, Ballabon. How's it going? What's new with you, Ballabon? Brother. Got the Haunted Mansion plaque over here. Whoa, $2,300. It's not in my budget right now. We got the sketchbook over here. Lumiere, Gaston, Baymax. This book is huge. Brave. I haven't really hung out that much in here. Pretty cool. Got the Snow White merch out. Limited edition. Wow. $11.52 going on 12. Okay, okay. Maybe we'll go check out Crush Man. I don't know though. We might just head over to Disneyland. I'm gonna have to make up my mind in the next few minutes. Actually, that means I'm gonna have to check the app, and unless somebody can check it for me. Which means I'm gonna have to have a slight intermission. How's the channel going, Balabon? I haven't checked in on one of your live streams. I haven't caught you very recently, so hope it's going well. Hope everybody's having a great day. Let me try to check the app. Be right back. Alright, brother, I'm back. What's up, guys in the chat? Appreciate you. So, Haunted Mansion's like 25 minutes, but the chances of it still being 25 minutes by the time we walk all the way over there are not great. So, dudes, let's go check out Crush Man. See what he's up to today. My idol, my inspiration for the channel. 25 minutes is long for Haunted Mansion, Cody, bro. Malabon says, and it's playoff season tonight, bro. We played against the Kings 3 to 4 times now, bro. And they played tonight, bro. Good luck to the Oilers, man. Good luck. It's also basketball season right now, too. I hope your team's doing well, man. So, I'm just gonna wait like 2 or 3 more minutes, and I think Turtle Talk and Crush is gonna open up. Got the up going. Should be opening in the next like 60 seconds or so, hopefully. Right now, we're just hanging out in the animation studio. We got the Animation Academy over there we draw. And then the workshop over there where you can free draw. And then, of course, Turtle Talk with Crush. I hope we didn't miss it. Did we miss it? Oh, heck yeah, man. I'll try to catch it live, streaming. Everybody in the chat, Albon's got a great stream if you want to check him out tonight. Did I miss the Turtle Talk with Crush?
No, there was no 12 o'clock show. Our next one's at 12:30.
Oh, okay, alright, thanks. Oh, dang, guys. Okay, well. I'm not gonna wait 30 minutes to go to Turtle Talk with Crush, so. We're gonna have to head out. That's totally not cool, dudes, but oh well. Oh well. Albon, if you're coming into the chat, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. Thanks, dudes. You so totally rock, dude. Thanks, Balbon. Unfortunately, Crush is not having a 12 o'clock showing. So if you're just joining us, we're gonna head over to the other park, see what the lines look like over there. Haunted Mansion's about 25 right now, which is not bad. Not bad. If we live in an ideal world, it'd be like, 5-minute walk on to every ride. That'd be sweet. Do. Let's walk in here real quick. We got Angel. I'm gonna put the phone down real quick. We got the piggy, hey hey, and hey hey the chicken, I think. Alright guys, I just had to put some stuff up. We got the little cow dude. And of course we got the trolley over here. I was here the month that it shut down, or like the last month it was around. They say it was pretty cool to go on. They still have the tracks around the park to go on. Right now it's just a photo op. You can't actually take it around the park. Who knows if it will come back, but they are making way for expansions in the park, so they needed to take it out. So that right now it's not in operation. Alright guys, we just left Disney California Adventure. Just a short walk right over to Disneyland right over here. Walk in, they've got the iconic train station over here. We're just gonna have to log in on the phone real quick since I don't have a magic band on me.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
And then we will be on our way over towards the castle down Main Street, USA. Just 1 second, I gotta scan into the park and I'll be right back. We got the iconic train station over here for Disneyland.
Me stressing out. I know they call.
Now arriving from a trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. Passengers will stand by for more.
The trains is showing up, but I think I'm just gonna walk down Main Street. That way you guys get to see the castle and all that. Jared's Journey, awesome channel. Go check him out. Welcome to the chat, Jared. Good friend of the channel, just like Justin Balabon, good friend of the channel. Oh shoot, that's Attractions Live. I know that shit. I don't know if I should bother her while she's live and it's streaming. Hey Cody, nice. You got to go 2 days in a row. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just watching Attractions Live. That's crazy. She's just standing there in the middle of the road.
Hello, everyone. In just a few minutes, we invite you to join the Disneyland Band, Mickey Mouse and friends, for the happiest march-along on Earth. Come follow the band as we march from Sleeping Beauty Castle to Town Square. Meet us at the castle for the happiest march-along on Earth, beginning in just a few minutes.
She's just standing there menacingly. It's just, I'm not using gimbal right now, so I mean, I blend in a little more, but it's kind of just, for you guys, it's a great experience to be able to tag along to Disney or wherever the park is, or Universal. But when you just see somebody standing there, like, looking like they're talking to themselves, standing a giant stick in their hand, it is a bit strange, but hey, that's kind of where we're at with the state of technology. And like I said, it's really cool that you guys can tag along too.
The frozen lemonades are so good.
Oh, they're about to have the band. Doop doop. Wonder if they're gonna play some Star Wars. Jared said, imagine telling Walt or someone before internet about live streaming. Their minds would be blown. Oh, totally. Totally blown. This person's here standing with this mini computer in their hand, and it can, instead of having a giant, huge television program, you can just do it with your phone.
So you can do it all until you see the band. You can make all you want.
Sarah?
I did, but if you want to go here.
The fact, too, that people are doing it if they're owed... Excuse me. The fact, too, that people doing it aren't owed by a company, the independence of it all. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, man. The downside is... It's, sorry. It's hard to get off the ground with the live stream, but it's awesome because you're not beholden to these companies. You can be free thinking and give your own personal opinion. There's a lot of YouTubers that thrive on having contrarian opinions, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's hard to get off the ground. I see Jared and people out there streaming pretty consistently, and instead of going on to TV and instantly getting thousands, if not millions of viewers, it's a hard task. But totally worth it, because you guys get pretty much unfiltered thoughts on certain things. So right now we're just by the castle, hanging out, waiting for the band to show up. I thought they'd be here by now.
All day.
Jared and anybody else who's a content creator in the chat, I'd kind of like your opinion. Do you think that it's a good thing to be independent? I met Dylan from Theme Park Obsession. Dylan told me he was invited to FanFest for free, but has no problem crapping on it if the event or park sucks. There's where I want to be. Yeah, no, true. I think I've heard Fresh Bake say he doesn't accept any invitations or anything because he wants to give his honest opinion. And I totally understand that. That's really cool that Theme Park Obsession is tries to be as honest as he can. It's just hard, like, if you don't have a lot of resources and then you're offered free stuff by the company, then it's like, oh, well, they're kind of buying your allegiance almost, like, but... Anyways, we're waiting at the castle here. The band should be showing up. He just said the band's almost here. Oh. So they must be circling around and going through the castle. Jared said, I won't mind free things as long as I can speak my mind. True. I'm trying to set up my camera.
Why are you going in a circle?
See if I can get a straight shot.
Mr. Pretzel. I know. Oh. Oh my God.
Hey yo, Aiden Jimenez in the house. Ride Track says there are pros and cons. Independence gives you personal freedom, while working under a studio gives you financial freedom. Welcome in, Aiden. All good points, guys. Here comes the band.
easy to stick out your left foot. So that when we practice more, so we're starting on that left foot. Let me see some feet. All right, looking good. Practice. Ready? Marches. That's okay. Excellent marching, guys. Good job. All of you got some good marching over here. Good job. Well, looking good. The other step we're going to do as we're heading down the street is the step touch. It goes a little something like this. But Goofy, you're going to have to show us some stuff. Come on, Goofy.
Marching down the street. Alright. That was super cool, guys. I didn't know the characters were gonna come out like that. We're just gonna head through the castle, and oh look, it's Peter Pan. Wow. What ride should we check out, guys? Jared, are you in there? Did anyone else?
All of his treasure on the top of that mountain. So he's trying to find it? Yeah, he's trying to get it. But he never will. No. Never. Dragons can't fly. No. I put it up there with Rapunzel.
She's up there?
Yeah.
What?
You didn't see her?
No.
Did you go up there?
No.
That's why
I didn't see her.
But
Sorry.
you could hear her.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what she sounds like. That's what I check.
yeah, and she's really good.
She is. Is it okay if we get a picture of her?
Okay, you stand there. Okay. Do this. Oh, you got it.
Come on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Peter.
Peter, have a great day. We'll try to.
Guys, I'm just gonna let Peter talk to the kids. I don't want to get in the middle of that. I'm a little shy, man. A little starstruck by Peter Pan, by the way. Dude never grows old. Always looks young. Professional, man. Lucky guy. That was a pretty cool cast interaction, though. He was saying he hid Captain Hook's treasure up on the top of the castle, I think is what he said. 20 minutes for Snow White? Is that worth it? Lines are looking a little long today, Cody. What are you looking to get on? The train around the park is short, and Mickey and Minnie's is 30. How is Snow White? I don't know if I'll keep service on Snow White though. I appreciate the context. Jared Journey, I'm kind of hoping they bring the Universal Orlando. It could save me the trouble. So it sounds like Ride Tracks. This is my first time seeing you in the chat or seeing you around. Ooh, Meredith. I'm thinking that you live in Florida, which is super sweet because everybody's over there at Epcot. Or, no, Epic Universe, sorry. So that means lines are probably pretty short at the other places, hopefully. There's Meredith. Lines are looking a little long today, Cody. Oh, I already read that. There's Meredith, guys. Maybe we can hit the single rider line for something. Maybe single rider for Matterhorn's looking good. I stepped onto that thing after like 7 minutes the other day. So that was pretty cool. Jared is one of the people you guys want to talk to about FanFest. He is one of the ultimate sources of a wealth of information when it comes to Universal, guys. And he knows all about FanFest. If you want to check out his channel, he's got plenty of information on that. he's got me more interested in Universal because I've learned a lot from him. So if you want, check out Jared's journey and anybody else in my chat. I'm looking to spread a wealth of information about your channels, get you subscribers too. Make some friends along the way. That's correct, I worked at Universal Orlando for years, all the way back in the 90s. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, the Universal in Orlando is the first one I went to. But when I went, there wasn't the Velocicoaster, and of course there wasn't back in the 90s either. But, that's not a way in. But that's cool, ride tracks. You probably have a wealth of information. I keep using that term for some reason. But you probably know a lot of ins and outs of the park. Single rider? Alright, perfect. Thank you. I mean, part of me has wanted to move to Florida and work at Disney or something like that. That would be so cool. Or work here, I guess.
Number 3.
Thank you. Adventure. Jeremy in the chat. Thank you to all my moms. Jared's Journey says, welcome in, Jeremy. I don't know if Jeremy ever left, but good to see you again, Jeremy. Alright, BRB, says Jared. Alright, man. Catch you later. Jared said, oh man, I'm sure you have some great stories then and would love to hear your take on how those parks have changed since then. Oh, don't get me started, Jared Journey. The new additions are nice, but nothing beats the classics. Oldies but goodies. That mummy ride, that one is pretty cool, but I'm wondering, I have no idea how old it is. And then, let's see, yeah, the Velocicoaster is definitely new, fairly new anyways. If you're just joining us, we're in the single rider line. Hear the monorail right behind us. Just waiting for the Matterhorn. Named after a real mountain called the Matterhorn. It's a track ride, roller coaster-esque. Should be a lot of fun. Ride tracks, what just came to my mind is the screens. So I'm assuming back in the 90s they didn't have all the screen rides, all the, you know, Harry Potter and and Transformers and Spider-Man, all the screen rides, because that technology probably wasn't that far along back then. But I could be wrong, I don't know. The one that looks really cool is I think it's in China, the Pirates of the Caribbean in China. It's like a screen ride. But anyways, guys, we're probably less than 5-10 minutes to get on the Matterhorn single rider. Ride Tracks says, well, the Hanna-Barbera ride was the first screen ride. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know about that one. Is that one still around?
Keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the box.
Guys, if you're just joining us, we're about to get on the Matterhorn. Less than 5 or 10 minutes through the single rider.
Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the box. And be sure to watch your children. Auf Wiedersehen.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado con el cinturón de seguridad ajustado y mantenga las manos bajo sus pies y piernas dentro del tobogán. Y cuide a sus pequeños.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the box. Please, check it.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado con el cinturón de seguridad ajustado y mantenga las manos bajo sus pies y piernas dentro del tobogán. Cuide a los pequeños. Auf Wiedersehen.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the box. And be sure to watch your children. Auf Wiedersehen.
Para su seguridad,
Balabon, good to see you in the chat again, brother. If you guys are new here, Balabon's got a great channel. Go check him out. Balabon channel. If anybody's in the chat that wants to share their channel, their information, go ahead and do so. That's all good.
For your safety, remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the box. Please, watch your kids. Thank you. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the box. And be sure to watch your children. Auf Wiedersehen.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado con el cinturón de seguridad ajustado y mantenga las manos bajo sus pies y piernas dentro del tobogán. Y cuide a sus pequeños.
For your safety, remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the box. Please, watch your kids. Thank you.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado con el cinturón de seguridad ajustado y mantenga las manos bajo sus pies y piernas dentro del tobogán. Cuide a los pequeños. Auf Wiedersehen.
For your safety,
Ride Track says, first it was Hanna-Barbera, Scooby-Doo, Flintstones, Yogi, and others. Then came Jimmy Neutron, now it's Minions. Oh, okay. So where the Minions is. Okay, cool. Basically a bunch of stuff that's on Boomerang. If Boomerang's still a thing.
y cuida a sus pequeños.
Balbon says, yeah, make sure to check out my channel, everyone in the chat. Thank you. I do Disney content and I live stream hockey. Yeah, Balbon is a huge hockey fan, so he's going to be live streaming some hockey tonight for the playoffs. And he does some Disney content as well. Oh, that's meta. They just took a selfie when I was looking at them. Right Track says exactly. It's pretty much the boomerang content. That's some good shows right there. Haha, I know what you mean, and thank you for resorting some of the classic attractions so others can see them. Enjoyed the ride, bro. Is the Matterhorn ride, bro? Yes, this is the Matterhorn. It's named after the Matterhorn mountain. With a little bit of twist, there's like a monster that's coming after you. Boomerang, it's all coming back to you now. Oh yeah.
Attention, you will soon be embarking on the Disneyland
All those Scooby-Doo shows. And then the Scoob one's pretty good. I like Scoob. Sorry guys, I thought this was gonna be quicker. We're almost there with the single rider. Balabon says the ride should be a lot of fun. Smiley face. This ride is pretty cool. It's more of a thrill ride than some of the other rides. The thing is that during the day it kind of beats you up. At night, I think it's a little bit more smoother of a ride. So hopefully I'll be able to hold the camera steady. Kind of breaks your neck on it a little bit during the day, but at night when it's cooler, the rails are smooth, colder, I think it rides really smooth and it's an excellent ride. It's an old ride, but fun to go on, bro. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think Matterhorn was one of the originals here. I could be wrong, though. I know that Haunted Mansion was not an original to the park, and then they built the facade of Haunted Mansion while Walt Disney was still alive, but they didn't quite know what to do with it. And after Walt died, they did eventually get the Haunted Mansion going. So Haunted Mansion was near the beginning, but not an original. And I'm not sure how far along Matterhorn was when Walt opened it. And the carousel, I think the carousel is basically original. The carousel was actually came from some other place and they transported it here to the park. Matterhorn monorail and the subs all opened on June 14th, 1959. Wow. Thanks for the information.
How many here? 2? 1 and 2, please. 1 and 2. How many here? 4, 3, 4, 5, and 6, please. 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. How many here? 4. 4, 1 through 4. 1 through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 through 4. How many here? 3, 3. Rider number 5, please.
5, thank you. Okay, so Jared, if the Matterhorn opened in 59, the park's about to turn 70. It was pretty close to the beginning. Rytrack says, I flippin' love that job. I could still build the costumes in the dark. Valabon says, are you with your girlfriend, bro, or are you by yourself, bro? This is a solo day today. We're playing rock, paper, scissors behind me.
Seatbelts on, all bags.
Take off all of your guys' hats, okay? Hats off.
Hats off, hats off.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the box.
Thank you. All straight up on the yellow
Para su
tab.
seguridad, permanezca sentado con el cinturón de seguridad ajustado y mantenga las manos.
Oh yeah. Ouch. Ouch. That was a little bit smoother than yesterday during the day. Oh, but that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
That's the Matterhorn.
Permanece sentado.
You know what's missing from this ride? A milkshake. Oh, a milkshake sounds good right now.
That Keaton would not have liked it.
you good? Yeah, I think I lagged a little bit during the beginning of the ride. Sorry, guys. What camera? We're using an iPhone 10X or something like that.
Push down on the button, pull up on your strap.
So happy he said that to you.
Looks like the single rider is full, so we're gonna have to figure out something else to do. Great quality. Oh, thank you. I really had to mess with my settings. It definitely looks better than it did, but I doubt it's the best. I appreciate it though, guys. Do you have a chest mount? No, not for the iPhone. I've had a gimbal and I lost it, so that's one of the main things that I'm just a little concerned about with the quality is I put it down to I think 720, so hopefully it doesn't lag as much. That's the Buzz is 20, Star Tours 25, Train is 5. Now it looks so good. Shirt pocket. We went handheld on that one. Do they make mounts for your chest for the phone? That's actually not a bad idea. Just like wear it underneath the jacket and then unzip the jacket and put it on your chest when you start the ride. See how smooth it is? That's actually a pretty good idea. No, it looks good. I appreciate it. Okay. I appreciate you, Jared, for shouting out. Star Tours 25, Buzz is 20, Train is 5. Okay, guys. The shirt pocket, the original mount right there. If you're ever going on any rides, you think it's going to lag, put it on your data for phone so it don't lag, bro. No, I appreciate you guys saying it looks good. I feel like you guys are trying to give me a little bit of a boost because it's still on 720. It's not the 1080, but I appreciate it, guys. Park Wi-Fi might be faster. Yeah, right now I'm on my own data. I have tried Wi-Fi on Mickey and Minnie and on Soaring, and I totally crashed out. Shirt pocket. Buzz is 20, Star Source is 25, Train is 5. Alright, what are we close to, guys? We are close to... Okay, there's Tomorrowland, so Buzz is right there. Star Tours is right there. Train's back at the front. So we can sneak over to Tomorrowland. Park Wi-Fi can be good, but in some places like Pirates and Mickey and Minnie, it can disconnect. Okay. Hey guys, just give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna check my Disneyland app. I appreciate you, Jared. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys. Thank you for holding on with me. I'm sorry about that. You know, it's like viewership's falling off. Dang. Well, Jared, I checked, and I think Astro Blasters is actually, Buzz is actually 40. You might have been looking at, this thing over here, the Dumbo type future ride. Star Tours is about 20-25, I think, though. Dang. We dropped off big time. Dang. Oh well. It happens, I guess. But I appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank you for sticking around. Star Tours. Star Tours looks like the ride to go on right now, though, which is cool because there's a few scenes that are new that I haven't seen yet. So I'd love to see some of the newer scenes. It says 30 now. Well, I don't know. 30 for Star Tours. What if we did, we could do Star Tours, or if there's a single rider for Space Mountain, that might be another go-to right there. Jared, want me to look up some shows? Yeah, no, I would appreciate that, Jared. Jazz band is playing at Tia's place at 1. Balabon says, do Star Wars tour, bro. I know you love Star Wars, Balabon. I know you do. Star Wars, I mean, the Rise of Resistance ride is so good. They're both in a galaxy far, far away. We got some requests for Star Tours, bro. Okay, it's saying 30 minutes. Star Tours it is, though. I guess so. I guess that's the play, guys. I waited for Guardians of the Galaxy today, and it said 45. And I'd say it was about 40, but I got to skip a few people in the single rider because they're asking for a single rider, and so that kind of bumped me up a little bit. So it just depends on the ride. I'm not sure because I don't go on this ride a lot how accurate the wait times are. My girlfriend says that they purposely bump the wait times up higher than they actually are to make it seem busier, and then you're like excited when you get on the ride because it's shorter. I think Rise of Resistance is pretty accurate. Haunted Mansion, I'm not so sure about. It just depends on the ride. They actually gave the person behind me the little tag, I think, to kind of show how long the line is. So once they get to the front, they're going to hand them the little lanyard, which helps give them a better estimate about how long it is. They probably would have gave it to me because I was at the outside of the line, but I'm busy doing this, so he probably gave it to the other person because of that. Jared could probably tell you, but there's some new scenes on Star Tours. I got to do one where Ahsoka's there, and there's some like cosmic giant whales flying in outer space. That's pretty cool. This ride is cool, but it's not. Honestly, like Rise of Resistance and the other one, Smuggler's Run, are better in my opinion, but they're also way newer. So, but since we got some Star Wars fans in, and we just had Star Wars night, we'll check it out. Did you say Star Tours is half an hour, bro? Yeah, it's saying 30-minute wait, and I'm not sure how accurate that is. So. Also, I'm not familiar with how good my connection is in this ride, so hopefully we keep good connection. Inside, a little bit cooler. Connection is good, bro. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Belvin. Ride tracks. Smuggler's Run is painful when there's a 5-year-old pilot. That's true. I actually had like an old lady pilot the up and down, which is actually inverse. So the up is down and down is up, and she actually did pretty good. But yeah, the 5-year-old pilot just driving the ship, the Millennium Falcon right into the ground. That's a painful ride right there. I totally agree, Ride Track. But when you're the pilot, that ride is a lot of fun. But when I do single rider to try to get to the front, high likelihood that you're going to be like an engineer or something. Balabon say, "You are welcome, homie." Thumbs up, smiley. You will have fun on this ride, bro. Enjoy it, homie. Yeah, man. This is the point where if you don't enjoy just seeing what Disneyland is like live, you may want to either play this in the background or come back in like 25 minutes, see what the ride's like. I've seen people ride it on their own. The system takes over all the other roles. That would the great ride. I've seen people ride it on their own. It would be a great ride. Yeah, I think you can even ask them when you're on the ride if you just want to like chill in the back. You could be like, "Hey, can you put it on automatic mode?" So you can still sit there and it will just shoot for you. Or repair stuff for you. But actually, that would be kind of cool to just be the pilot and then just have all the other stuff automatic. They're going to upgrade Smuggler's Run next May, and engineers will get to interact with Grogu, Baby Yoda, according to interviews about it. Next May? In time for May the 4th be with you? That's awesome, man. That sounds really cool. They need to do a little bit different so it has more re-rideability. The pilot roll's fun, but you can only ride it so many times. We did have a point during Sweethearts Night where they did Chewbacca mode. So instead of people telling you like shoot the coaxium and all that, it's just Chewbacca yelling in his little his Chewbacca voice. It's pretty funny. Ride Track says, "Oh, that's even better." Yeah, sometimes when you're the engineer, if you guys haven't been on the ride, the pilot's way better, in my opinion. The engineer and the guys shooting the turrets you're more along for the ride. You can just hold down the buttons as a gunner. So at that point, you could just sit there and enjoy the ride if you've gone on it before. If you did it automatic mode. Chewy mode, no, that's even better. Yeah, no, I didn't even know there was a Chewy mode, and the guy, I guess because of Sweethearts Night, hooked us up. He's like, you guys, what do you say, you guys want to do Chewy mode? And we were all about it, so didn't really know what it was going in, but it was cool. It was really cool. Chewy's an awesome character. We got to see him yesterday. He's so tall. Balamon says, when you go live again, bro, make sure you and your girlfriend do what Eli and Becky are doing. Have your girlfriend hold the gimbal and talk to us if she doesn't want to show us her face, etc., bro. No, that's a good idea. She could just hold the gimbal. I actually ran into some YouTubers called Magical Journey. They're like a boyfriend, girlfriend, or they may be married, and they have more subscribers than Fresh Baked. They're really cool. Yeah, they had the girlfriend holding the camera, and the guy was reviewing some food over there in front of the Millennium Falcon. So that was pretty cool. Kind of what you're talking about, have the girlfriend hold the camera. They were super nice. If you guys want to check out a cool channel, Magical Journeys, they're really nice in person. Guys, we're just waiting in line for Star Tours, probably at least 20 more minutes. Alabon says you need to be a couple together and be there for each other and have your girlfriend hold a gimbal and have two go on rides and talk about Disney parks and merchandise together, bro. Exactly, Eli and Becky are doing, yeah, you'll get big like that. The crazy thing is that she was the Disney purist, or whatever you want to call it. She's the one who got me even more into Disney, because she knows way more about Disney than me, which is crazy. So she would be great to talk on the camera, or even behind the camera. But she's pretty shy, so.
You just said 27, you're like 17.
If you're just joining us, guys, we're waiting for Star Tours. Should be maybe 20 minutes, or maybe more. I'm not quite sure. We're moving. Ride Track says my first Star Tours ride was in '89. Yikes. My dad worked at Disney World for 25 years, so we got to go to the cast preview. Wow. Generations of Disney fans. That's cool. So he worked at Disney and he worked at Universal. I bet back in the day, Star Tours was actually pretty revolutionary. It may not be the simulators a little bit. But that might be overselling it a bit. That'd be lit to have your girlfriend behind the camera and have you talk about Disney merchandise and other things. Yeah, dude, I appreciate the advice. She could kind of be the director and everything. Behind the scenes, you know. We'll see. We'll see. When Star Tours opened in Disneyland, it had a line down Main Street. People were excited to say the least. Whoa, man, that's crazy. That is so bizarre. It's like so far away. But people like that are Disney, Star Wars purists, man. This would be so cool back then. I mean, it still is pretty cool. Thanks for the fun fact, Jared. Oh, I have to imagine back in the day when people went to midnight releases or whatever, if that was a thing back then, the movie theaters would have been packed. When there was one like the second or third movie came out after The New Hope. Baldwin says, yeah, that would be lit to have her behind the scenes of the camera and talked about Disney theme parks and Disney, bro. Jared Jerry says, back then all we had were the Star Wars VHSs, so this was like something new. Us Star Wars fans are spoiled, LOL. Even like newer Star Wars fans are spoiled because now Star Wars is on like Disney Plus and stuff, but I remember like not that long ago it seemed like it was hard to get Star Wars, like the movies. Or maybe I just didn't know what I was doing. Ride Track says it definitely was amazing. Up to that point in theme park rides, the concept had not been done. The original plan was to hide scene cuts in the film, but they found a way to make it a continuous film. So like actual scenes from the film or something. Either way, back in '89, that sounds pretty cool. Even the Rise of Resistance ride, like 10 years ago, would have been unthinkable with the motion track. What is it? The radio? Because it's a trackless ride system. And then this ride back in '89, I assume, like you said, is awesome. It's so cool. I can't wait to see some of the epic universe rides and just keep up with the new rides, because all the innovations, we're gonna get rides that we couldn't even think of most likely. It's just gonna keep getting better and better. We want your girlfriend behind the camera so she can talk about Disney with you, bro. You would grow so much faster, bro. You gotta have your girlfriend on the channel, bro, so he can be with you. Alright, man. Well, unfortunately, she's at work right now. And I totally forgot. I think somebody asked when I was gonna be at the parks next. And I don't think I'm gonna be back at the parks till May, I think. But I'm not quite sure yet. The lines died down a little bit. Because I was outside when I started the line. Ride track says, like hiding, cutting from one location in the ride to the next instead of flying from space to the planet surface and up into space again. I'll just throw my 2 cents. And I think Cody does a great job by himself. Would love to see his girlfriend, but people have work and it can be hard for both of them to come. So stay stream at your own pace. Honestly, guys, I appreciate everybody in here because I've wanted to quit even like posting, but having 16 people in here feels validating, and I appreciate each and every single one of you in here. Also, what was I gonna say? I forgot. But yeah, last time I rode this ride, I didn't come into this room right here. It was way faster. Once we head into the other room, it's going to be cool because they're going to have some animatronics and stuff. Like, I think they have C-3PO and other stuff. Balance says when your girlfriend is off one day, YouTube together, you'll grow a lot faster. Bring your girlfriend with you. Honestly, man, that's kind of the dream, man, in a sense. Because you guys are, some of you guys in the chat are content creators. It's like, once you have a little bit of income coming in, maybe you get a little more time and you can spend some more time at the parks. By the way, go check out Jared's Journey and Balabon. They have a great channel. They have like, I think, more than 3K subscribers each. Jared's Journey said, we appreciate you, Cody. Many content creators have felt the same way as you. Hopefully, if you keep up the good work, hopefully you get more and more followers. I appreciate all the friends in the chat, even the ninja viewers. Yeah, Jared can empathize, I'm sure. But check out Jared's Journeys in Balabon. They are more consistent at streaming than me and have more videos up. So if you're looking for some more middle to small size YouTubers that are more likely to interact with you on a personal level.
Have you just threw right here?
can see R2-D2, guys. Oh, there's C-3PO over there too.
They don't look suspicious to me at all. Strange, perhaps, but you'll have to excuse Arthur. Sometimes he can be a bit too vigilant. Stop being paranoid, Arthur, and get back to work. I'll be getting this transport any moment. What do you mean you are doing all the work?
We need to make the dream work together. You and your girlfriend, we're gonna channel together. Don't quit at all, just to do YouTube. Oh man, same to you, man. Don't quit. Eventually you'll find the breakthrough. Right Track says, I know me, I don't bother with streaming. I just put up vids and talk in the premieres. I assumed you did content. I just haven't seen it personally myself by the way that Jared was talking, so I'll have to check you out, man.
Star Tours is now offering convenient daily attractions to the transport planet of Naboo. Visit historic landmarks in the capital city of Speed. You might catch a glimpse of the
Jared's Journey says, it's good to know your strength. I suck at food reviews, so I mostly avoid those. Yeah. But anyways, guys, here's the animatronics and stuff.
Then grab a bongo and take your entire family through the mysterious planet core. Whatever your desire, you'll find it on Naboo. Non-stop flights depart daily, so don't delay. Visit Naboo today.
Yeah, I think we can fine. Is that yeah. Was he here for years? Yeah. Why are you
Getting the weather report from the different planets. Tatooine, Sandstorm.
All our Starspeed 1000s are piloted by the very best Class 3 droids, the most confident and confident pilots you'll ever meet.
Jared says another staring storm. Oops, going to be late to work again. LOL.
All Star Tours pilots are programmed to deliver you on time.
That's why you gotta get a work from home job, bro. Those sandstorms, man. Those sandstorms will make you late for work, and your boss is not gonna be happy, bro. And it's dangerous. That's it. I'd like to see you and your girlfriend work together. You too. Dude, Balaban, your channel's doing great, man. I've seen you have like, I think more than 50 or 100 people on your live stream, so I'm super psyched for you. I'm super psyched for Jared. I've seen him grow a lot. He posts pretty consistent, great content for FanFest and Universal stuff.
Attention, the current security threat has been raised to level 5.
I suggest we run another option to secure defenses, simply to be safe and solid.
Attention, we are now ready to begin pre-boarding for Flight 6017 non-stop service to Coruscant. All passengers traveling to the Youngling may board at this time. We will begin general boarding in just a few minutes. Thank you.
What is it now, Otto? Motivator? What's wrong with the hyperdrive motivator? Well, fix it, and hurry. Don't insult me over those scrap pile. At least I'm doing my job. Yes, so just you get back to fixing that hyperdrive motivator.
If adventure has a name, it must be Tatooine. Star Tours announces non-stop daily service to this remote desert world in the Outer Rim territories. Join the festive Boonta holiday celebration in the streets of Mos Espa. Then head to the arena and cheer for your favorite pilot in the annual Boonta Eve Classic. Or set sail on the Doom Sea in a luxurious sail barge. Then rent a land speeder and head over to the colorful outpost of Mos Eisley. No visit is complete without having a drink at Tatooine's infamous Mos Eisley Cantina, where you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. That's right, a Tatooine vacation has everything under the sun. So call Star Tours and book passage to Tatooine today.
Oh, that's comfortable. I have no intention to get another case of last one. And here we are. Besides,
Ride Track says if this were real, there isn't enough money in the galaxy to travel that way with constant threat of the Empire battling the rebels. No thanks. Yeah, totally true.
Now, shut down the system and all this trouble.
The following is a gate change announcement for Star Tours Flight 1129 non-stop Star Speeder service.
I'll go on, Jared. Don't be late for work, Jared. Don't want to be fired from your work. Show up on time. So we got R2-D2 over here and the Star Speeder 1000. And then we got a C-3PO over here.
Departing Tatooine passenger Saku. Mr. Egroj Saku, please see the Star Tours agent at gate 2D.
Is in LA is
Almost there, guys. Almost there.
Yes, I know exactly what I'm doing. Worry about me.
1401, I'm getting a critical reading on your laser cannon. Shut down. Immediately.
Oh no! Martin, what have I done? We're doomed! Deactivate! Disconnect the wires! Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, there's my, there's Sam, beautiful girlfriend. Hopefully get one of the new scenes added. That'd be awesome. R2-D2 is my favorite droid, Cody Bro. Do your Star Tours. Oh yeah, R2-D2's OG. BB-8 is, doesn't have anything on R2-D2.
The fun continues on the forest moon of Endor, where you'll sleep under the stars with the lovely Ewoks in their charming tribal villages. Your third stop brings you to the peaceful world of Alderaan, where you can relax in a natural wonderland recently voted safest planet in the galaxy by hyperspace travel. This incredible getaway package is 3 times the fun in one. So ask your Star Tours Travel consultant could move yours today.
Ride Track says, we used to have a warehouse store here in Central Florida called Mouse Surplus, where you could buy anything Disney retired, including the front of the monorail. Whoa, that's bizarre. I'm sure you could buy some cool stuff.
Yes, I think they would. And hurry up, they'll be needing this transport any moment. Then, I don't feel sorry for you at all.
Attention. Arriving passengers can claim their baggage on level 1. Airspeeder rental companies are located on level 4. Thank you.
Mr. Nansworth.
Oh, I'm so confused. Oh, I thought she was holding me.
We droids aren't allowed to wager on such things. Oh, no. And the last thing I want to do is get into trouble. Because I love it here. And I really want to get ahead. Shut up. How rude. Who said that? Please.
C-3PO told him shut up.
You're a youngling.
Alright guys, we're almost on.
See right through you.
I wonder if it'll be the same one.
My sensors tell me that some of you have been through here. Don't worry.
Oh, there's like a little camera with the heat seeking on there, right behind this robot dude. That's heat signatures showing up. I just waved at it.
How's the weather out there? Okay, now. Oh, right. And this thing is extremely sensitive, so no doing this. Nothing to see here. Just keep moving. Keep moving. All passengers must purchase trans-dimensional optic enhancement units, or as I like to call them, flightlets. You can pick them up around the corner. Remember, you must return your glasses after your flight. Don't make me come after you. Because keep it moving. Let's keep it tight. Alright, stay together, humans. Whoa, let's do this. Okay, closer than that. And nothing. How many? Two, come on down. We're going to go down gate letter A. How many?
One.
One, right there. How many get one? I single right, I'm going to have you wait right over here. My four, grab your glasses. We're going to go down the letter A.
Glasses, babe.
Oh, this is right.
Tina, get glasses, Tina. You're going to be row 5, guys. On row cabin 1.
Hey, letter A, guys, all the way up.
Oh.
This is the final boarding call for Star Tours passengers at Gate B.
On the other side, or?
Yes, right this side.
Okay.
You have one?
Yeah.
You got 4, row 2. Go to, walk in there, row 2.
Me?
Yeah, you're.
Sure.
This is the final boarding call.
Walk in now.
For
All right, thank you.
passengers.
Yeah, this one's empty. Sorry.
Please make sure we have on our seatbelts. Alright, starting with the front row, grab the yellow strap, give it a quick pull. Second row, tuck on the yellow strap. On the left. Sorry, taking here. Row 3, tuck on the yellow strap. On the left. Right here on your left. Going down. Thank you guys. Row 4, tuck on the yellow strap on the left. Easy, everyone. Alright, at this time, giving up, put on your flight glasses. Remain seated, supervise your children, and enjoy your flight. Supervise.
We're gonna take off.
Star Tours 1401, you are cleared for departure. Initiate takeoff sequence.
What? Auto takeoff sequence initiated. R2-D2, what's going on here? We are not ready for takeoff. The captain isn't on board yet. You know we can't fly this thing. No, neither can you. We need a proper pilot.
Attention, all transports hold for security clearance.
Stormtroopers will be deactivated for sure.
Hold it right there, Captain.
I'm not actually the captain.
We're looking for this rebel spy. Have you seen them?
No one on this transport could possibly be a spy. Oh dear.
This is the speeder we're looking for. Blast them!
Shields up, R2! Where are we going?
Yo!
R2, don't you dare make the jump to light speed! Now what? Hot race! I've always wanted to do this.
Go, man, go!
Hang on, everyone! You ruffian! We'll show him! We've snagged a pod racer! Which gives us twice the power! We won! Now come on, let's get out of here! Watch out! What transmission?
This is Admiral Akbar. By now you know that your star speeder is carrying an agent vital to our rebel cause.
The spy?
Precisely. Deliver them safely to the rendezvous point I am transmitting to your R2 unit. Good luck, and may the Force be with you.
R2 R2-D2, what are you saying? This is madness! This can't be right.
Oh, AstroTube. Let's go. Get Jacob there. Get Jacob there.
I have a bad feeling about this. I'm getting us out of here. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Say goodbye, rebel spy.
A sonic bomb! Good shot, R2! Now get us out of here!
Star Tours, we were concerned about you. Is our agent safe?
Safe, but perhaps a little shaken.
We're grateful you made it. You are all heroes of the rebellion.
I rather like the sound of that. Now be careful out there, all of you. The Empire is watching. How do we get back to it? Star Tours terminal!
Please remain seated until the captain has opened the exit doors. You may then unlatch your safety restraints by pressing the release button on your left. Make sure you have all your personal belongings as you exit. Thank you for flying Star Tours. Bye-bye.
That was sick. Going this way.
That's actually pretty cool. Somebody next to me, he yelled Boba Fett time. And I think I seen Jared say Boba Fett. Was that who was in the destroyer? Bye-bye. Should keep the Star Tours last for next time. I think they frown upon that. Oh, what was cool was last night I seen somebody dressed up for Star Wars night, and they were Darth Vader, but Darth Vader without the helmet. So like the messed up head and everything. They just had the bottom of the helmet. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's kind of cool. Phantom Menace. That's Darth Maul, right? Yeah. Well, they got the thing we just rode on, I think. We got the stormtroopers. Boba Fett was in the green ship that tried to use a bomb on you at the end. Oh, okay. I guess my eyes weren't that good. Well, we got him back. R2-D2 had our back right there. I think what's his name? Ride Track said, that's kind of messed up. We were supposed to be on a tour. No kidding, right? That was pretty intense for just a little tour. They have these lightsabers here, guys. The lightsaber you build at Savi's workshop is a little more sturdy and it's fun to make, but it's also significantly more than $45. It's more than 100, I think. Got the little toys here, like Luke Skywalker. What time is it? My time. I might have to leave pretty soon. Okay, you can also build a lightsaber yourself. Single is 35. Deluxe single is 40. Double is 50. Deluxe double is 60. So I guess if you want to do a double, it could be like Darth Maul or something, or kind of like the sides, kind of like Kylo Ren. That's pretty cool. You just mix and match. Is it the Mando helmet? Oh, Mando helmet.
Boxes, I'll show you. They're black suit.
Oh, they got the whole costume order. $145. Okay, guys. Are you excited for the new Darth Maul? What? There's a new Darth Maul? Granted, after Mandalorian season 1 or 2, I've kind of lost a little bit of interest. That was such a great show, though. Mandalorian season 1 and 2 or whatever it was, where they had Luke Skywalker show up at the end. That was awesome. But I haven't kept up with Ahsoka and Andor and all that. Stay more? Sam says stay more. Okay. That's why I was concerned that I needed to leave right now. Thank you for all the 14 likes. Crush the like. Try to get 20 likes before the stream ends. That'd be pretty cool. I'm just kind of wandering around, reading chat. Steamboat Willie hat. I wonder if they don't have the copyright for Steamboat Willie anymore, so anybody could make that hat technically, I think. I'm no copyright lawyer, so don't follow my advice. What is this? Anybody know what this is? 2:30? They just announced it. Darth Maul show will be our next year at Disney Plus. That'd be pretty cool. $30 for that hat. What was that one show? Wasn't there this? I think there was this one Star Wars that kind of like bombed, but and I feel like Mando kind of dropped off too. But Mando was amazing at the beginning. They got the Darth Vader hats right here. $30. Darth Vader shirt. I seen this Darth Vader hoodie that people were wearing. It says I am no Jedi. And I don't see it in the store, but it was actually pretty cool. It was like Darth Vader, but they used a bunch of different colors on him to make him up. It was kind of a little bit abstract. I like those Steamboat Willie hats, bro. Oh yeah. Yeah. I didn't know if anybody was interested in the hats, so I walked away. Got the lounge flies. This is not really Star Wars. They got the Darth Maul hats with the little horns on top. These are $30. Dark Lord of the Sith. This one is, I don't know. I don't see a price on there. If you're into coffee, here's a Star Wars mug. That's pretty big. That's really big, actually. Darth Maul mug, that's a little bit smaller. Excuse me. Oh, they got the lightsaber handle as a, I think it's like a thermos. Got a little lanyard thing on it. That's cool. The ears with Darth Vader. The lounge fly. Darth Vader lounge fly. The long sleeve with Leia, Luke, Chewie, Yoda. I totally skipped by it, but if you're familiar with Disney, they've got these bands where you can customize. They have Vader, R2-D2, it looks like Ewok, and Yoda, or Grogu. So you literally like customize it, and you can choose to put them on the little band. Here's another Vader hat. Got the little kid's jacket. If you got a kiddo. They got the lightsabers crossing. It looks like a Nike. Yeah, it's a Nike, so that's decent quality right there. Actually, well, I won't get into it, but Nike, that's Nike. Oh, wow. This is 75 bucks. But you got the Hawaiian style shirt with all the Star Wars on it. Space Mountains is 20 minutes on the app. Say less, man. Say less. That's crazy. 20 minutes. Okay, guys. Sorry to abruptly leave. Valbon says the Star Wars store is lit, bro. Oh, dude, you love the Star Wars stuff, man. Yeah, I'll be honest, man. Some of that stuff is cool. I just try to avoid getting sucked into spending $1 zillion of whatever Star Wars currency is. 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, it is 20 minutes. Should I even do single rider? Do they have single rider right now? They do. Is single rider open? Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't get to ride this yesterday because the line was pretty long, I think. And they didn't have single rider yesterday. Is this single rider right here?
Just take this at the TV, make a left.
Okay, thank you. Isn't there a one of these replacement thing nearby?
When you exit off the right, it's gonna be down this hallway.
Okay.
To the left.
Should I give this back to you, or?
Do you want to go now, or?
Yeah, I was just gonna grab one real quick and then come back. Thanks. Alright guys, my fuel rod has been keeping me alive, so I gotta grab a new one real quick and then we'll hit the single rider. Should be really quick. Oh, where'd my fuel rod go? Oh, okay. Cool. Sounds good, Cody dude. You so totally rock, dude. Alright, got the new fuel rod. Good to go. That was quick. It's right there.
Hey, dude,
Okay, cool. Thank you. Where are you gonna go? Yeah. Make it to the TV, make a left. To the TV, make a left. That was so fun. That was me.
This is almost a walk-on. Thank you, Jared, for telling me it was 20 minutes. But single rider's even less, I assume. Oh yeah, this is we're front of the line. Whoa, that's crazy.
Single rider.
All wings prepare to jump into hyperspace on my mark. All wings, fall back.
3 marks coming in at .04.
Hold tight, I'm going in.
Oh, that's funny. The one engineer rode by himself. I guess he's testing it. Or he just wanted to go for himself, I don't know. Thanks for sticking around, guys. That's fun. Where am I? Oh, that's me. Looking crazy. Oh. The person next to me did the thumbs up. That's cool. Testing it. He's like, this is my favorite part of the job. Oh, dude, that was fun, man. I don't remember like it being so intense. Maybe it's just a Star Wars theme added over top, but that was pretty intense. Oh, what the heck? Everybody ran to the single rider line. I hit it at the perfect time. Whoa. Jared, you're awesome. Thanks for helping me get on that ride real quick. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate all my mods. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Thanks for being in here, friends. I know it was a little laggy on the ride, but it's pretty dark in there anyways, so if you could hear the music or the overlay music, that was a big part of the ride. It's like your sensory deprivation, like it's mostly dark in there, but they do some screens where they show like Star Wars fighter, what are they called? TIE pods? Pod racer or something. Oh, dude, I need to like sit or something, or like chill out. That was intense. Excuse me. Oh, Jared said the Force guided us here before us. All of them. May the Force be with you. Yeah, single rider looks full. Are you welcome, bro? You are welcome, bro. Enjoy the theme park, bro. Enjoy it, bro. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We're back in the Star Wars shop. Something I didn't see earlier are these masks. These look like they're high quality. Well, maybe not that one. I don't know. That's still really cool for $139. It's like Kylo Ren, but all messed up, right? And then that looks like a stormtrooper that like rides on the bikes. It's called a Scout Trooper. And one of the video games I played, I think he had like a sniper rifle or something. A long rifle. Ride Track says nice. Thanks, Ride Track. If you're a Spirit Jersey person, they got the light baby blue Hoth. And then they got this jersey right here, like a baseball jersey. Star Wars on it. New arrivals, they have literally a Darth Vader helmet over there. Wow. You can buy a helmet, I guess, of Darth Vader. It's behind the counter, so maybe it's like something that they're afraid people will steal or break. R2-D2 Mickey Mouse ears for $25. I need to check Tatooine. Oh, these must be one of those exclusive Starbucks cups. Tatooine. I don't know how to pronounce that. Star Wars, this is the way. I love that song. That's cool. Hey guys, we're gonna have to head out here pretty soon. I gotta check what's on. So, yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys joining in, friends. It was a real awesome day today. I had a lot of fun. Thanks to all of my mods and all the new friends in the chat. Jared, Balabon, and then some of the new people joining in. Ride Tracks, thanks for showing up. And if you would, crush the like button before I take off. Show us that you appreciate it, and we'll try to put out some more quality content for you. I gotta go meet up with my girlfriend, so anyways guys, I really appreciate it. Thanks, Red Tracks. Have a good one. You so totally rock, dudes. Alright, you guys have an excellent, most excellent day. Thanks for joining.